we can see it is completely still. It doesn't feel the spool. The winder doesn't work. The spindle doesn't turn. So therefore it won't feel the spool. So let's see where we can solve the problem of it not feeling the spool. I'm going to turn the wheel, but it doesn't. The spool is not turning, which means it will not feel the reel. So, well, let's look at the problem. First of all, we must lower the guard. The guard that goes on the flywheel and the guard of the belt, if it has one. So first of all, let's lower this. I had a loose screw here, which are two screws that hold the protector. One goes inserted here and the other here. So first of all, we must use a flathead screwdriver to remove these two screws and take off this protector. Well, now we can see we removed the protector. Notice this pulley guard of the belt, and we have the two screws holding the guard. So let's see what happens. Here we can see the winder, and we need to exactly start looking at what happens that the spool doesn't move when we are turning the wheel. There we can see we make the movement, and to see that the winder pulley, which should turn along with the belt, is completely still. We can see it is completely still. So let's proceed to look at it with the naked eye. We can see that this part here, where the entire stud goes, we see it has thread, which is a possible reason why the winder pulley is not turning. So first of all, we are going to move this flywheel. With this part here, the whole set should have a screw. We are going to move it manually. Here we can see the screw that holds it, small blade aligner. We are going to loosen this screw to temporarily remove this pulley and see what other complications the stud has for filling the spool. Here we already have the screw of the spool pulley, the winder. We are loosening it and we can see the problem at a glance. Here we find that this part here has a lot of thread stored, a lot of residue. We can see how it comes out. Let's remove the thread. Let's cut it. Let's cut the thread and see how all the thread that was in the winder comes out. We see that it's too much. So we proceed to remove all that thread. There was a lot of thread holding back the winder's flywheel. We can see that it is now completely still. It is now completely empty. And then what we should proceed to do is tighten it again. For that we are to see, here we must first ensure that the bolt does not stick out, so that the spool is completely aligned with the winder lever. Then we press down firmly here on this part and insert the flywheel. The stud has already been fully pushed to the left and the winder pulley is completely attached here to the support. And as we notice, we pull forward and see there's a lever, the one that activates the spool stop system when it's full is completely aligned with the spool, which means it's in the correct position, and we just proceed to tighten the screw that holds the pulley. The screw is fully tightened. We are going to proceed to insert the spool and check if it is properly set. We pull the reverse lever forward and manually turn the pulley. And now we see how the one that was stuck, the one that wasn't turning, is now completely moving, and at the same time makes the reel move and allows us to feel the thread. We can see how both are turning. And we have to say that the work turned out well. Whether it's threading, filling the bobbin, filling it, and it will automatically start and won't get stuck again. This part here of the spindle has a little hole where we can put 1 or 2 drops of oil to prevent it from sticking and give it much more movement.